Hey, a lot of martial arts school owners say one of these two things to me, and they are I don't have enough new members coming through the door, or my Facebook lead quality or my lead quality through my marketing strategies are absolutely awful. And what they mean by that is they contact that person who's interested and they just don't actually reply, or they're trying their hardest to do all these different marketing strategies. And for whatever reason, no new members are actually coming through the door. And it can be deeply, deeply frustrating. And this video today is going to be really, really quick, like 5 to 10 minutes. And hopefully it's going to help you fix that problem and understand where that problem actually is and what that problem really is. And I think I'm pretty well positioned to go through this with you, because Ricky Locke, just as an example, one of the 319 martial arts schools that we've worked with, and still work with him today, he said, "I hate you, Donovan, but thank you so much for 250 new members in 6 months and getting my leads down from £20 to £3 per lead." So I think I'm perfectly positioned to show you this, because not only are we experts in getting leads for martial arts schools, but we also know how to actually get them through the door and then get them signed up. So, let's pretty much jump straight into it. A lot of martial arts schools also say things like, why would they fill out a form if they're not actually interested? I'm sending all these text messages and no one's replying. Honestly, I'm going to skip over most of this and I'm just going to quickly go through it, because it's a pretty easy fix, to be honest. So, as a martial arts school owner, these are just some of the notes that I went over before. But as a martial arts school owner, this is how I see getting new members through the door. At the moment, in your area, you have a load of people who are strangers. And by strangers, I mean they don't have a clue who you are. They've probably never even seen your martial arts school, and they don't actually know that you exist. And you don't know that they exist. And one step up from being a stranger is a lead. And most people are running like Facebook ads or something to get people from being a stranger to being a lead. And all a lead is a name, an email address, and a phone number. Sometimes you have a little bit more information, but for the most part, that's all a lead is, somebody who you can contact. And a lot of martial arts school owners are great at getting leads. They can run Facebook ads, they can throw up Google ads, and they can get lots and lots of people's names, email addresses, and phone numbers. And that's absolutely amazing. But the truth is, leads don't answer either of these. Leads don't necessarily get you more members, because if they just give you their details but then don't come through the door, they're not actually giving you any money and they're completely pointless. And leads, for the most part, if you're getting lots of leads but you're not getting more members, then it feels like the quality of the leads that you are getting are absolutely awful. And this is something that I think can pretty easily be fixed, to be honest. So if you're running Facebook ads right now and you're in a position where you're getting lots of leads, but the quality just doesn't feel very good and you're not actually growing your club, then I'm going to go over what the fix is for that in a moment. Now, if you're not getting enough people to actually become leads, and you're not getting names and you're not getting email addresses and you're not getting phone numbers and you're not getting people who you can contact, then your problem is this. Like, your problem is your Facebook ads are crap and you need to go fix them. Or your problem is that you're not marketing right now and you need to go and market. Pretty easy fix. You don't need to watch any more of this video. Go and watch one of my other videos where I show you how to run Facebook ads. Copy that one, and that's probably going to fix your problem. But if your problem isn't that you're not getting enough Facebook leads, and the problem is that you're currently getting loads of leads, but they're not then entering a conversation with you, they're not then booking in, they're not then showing up, and they're not then signing up, then continue watching this video. So if your problem is that people are becoming leads, but then you're struggling to get them to this sign up process, then you need to identify exactly what your problem is. So you might be getting names, email addresses, and phone numbers, but when you contact them, are they replying? If the answer is no, then you need to fix something here. And I'm just going to quickly share with you what it is that we do to get people to reply. So as soon as a lead comes through, we drop them a text message. We also send them a WhatsApp, and we send them an email, all through an automated system. If you want to just send them a text message, be my guest, but eventually you're going to need to switch to contacting people in as many ways as possible, and you're probably going to want to use automations for that. But to begin with, when a lead comes through, drop them a text message and just say, "Hey, John, I saw you're interested in our martial arts classes for your child. How old is your child?" And if they don't reply, pick up the phone and give them a call. If they don't answer that, drop them another text message. If they don't answer that, pick up the phone and call them again. And if they don't answer that, drop them another text. And if they don't answer that, call them again. And we want to do that at least 7 times, because on average, it takes 7 touch points before a cold lead will engage back with us. And that's absolutely fine. We need to continue following up with them. Just it should make you happy that it takes that much effort, because it means that your competition aren't going to do that. But you're going to do that, which means you're going to grow. So follow up with people, continue following up with people. And if you increase the amount of times that you're following up with people, all of a sudden, more of these leads are going to engage back and have a conversation with you. So getting more leads to actually have a conversation, it's all about follow up. So just start following up and follow up more than you actually feel is necessary. And then when you start getting new people through the door and you start getting more signups and you start making more money, then you can invest a little bit of that money into a system, an automated system that's going to chase these people down for you and save you your time. And I can help you build one of those, no problem. Awesome. Now, if you are having conversations with leads, but you're getting a little bit disheartened because those leads aren't then turning into bookings, then the way that you're conversating with them probably isn't the best. So I always say that when you're conversating with a lead, especially if it's through text message, always finish with a question. So how old is your child? Which day works best for you? What is your child's name? And that sounds really obvious, but a lot of martial arts school owners don't finish their messages with questions. They'll say, someone will ask them a question, when is the class? And they'll say, 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. And that's it. There's no incentive for them to reply. Ask them a question. Our classes are 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, or we also have classes on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Which one of those days work best for you? Ask them it as a question. And don't be afraid to follow up with them if they don't reply. So that's how we can get more people from conversations to bookings. Really simple. The 3 main questions we ask for kids classes are: how old is your child? Which day works best for you? And then how old is your child now? What is your child's name? And with those 3 pieces of information, we can get them booked in. We don't need to know, have they done martial arts before? We don't need to know any of that. Just ask them those 3 questions and you'll get more people booked in. Anything above that is overkill, and anything below that, you're probably not trying. Okay, cool. From there, once you've got your booking, we then want to actually get them to show up. And a lot of people have worked really hard to get leads. They've worked really hard to have conversations. They've worked really hard to get bookings, but then for some reason, those bookings aren't showing up. Quick question. Are you reminding them about their class? Because if you're not, then start reminding them about their classes. We send text messages and emails 2 days before the class, 1 day before the class, and the day of the class a few hours before, to make sure that they show up for that class. And then some schools where they're in particularly hard areas where for some reason the show up rates are lower, we get the instructor as well to give them a quick call and just say, hey, I'm expecting to see you. That's realistically the fix for getting more show-ups. Really is that simple. And then from there, when you're getting show-ups, work hard to actually get sign-ups, but that's realistically a completely different video. I'll do another video on sales and signing people up, but these are the main points that I see most martial arts schools get stuck with. So just to quickly recap, if you're not getting enough leads, go and run more advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, referrals. Find a way where you can get more interested people in your area to know that you actually exist and give you their details. From there, if you're not having enough conversations with leads, then follow up with them. Text messages, emails, phone calls, WhatsApp. Keep following up with them. Little bit of a trick. WhatsApp actually has the highest open rate across all platforms, across text message, across phone calls, across emails. So if you combine WhatsApp and phone calls, if you're going to just pick 2, I think those are the best 2 to combine. From there, if you're not having enough people actually booking in, make sure you're keeping it simple. That's another thing. It's not just about only asking a few questions, but it's about making the booking process really easy. Are you making them fill out a massive form before they can actually book in? Or are you making that process really simple for them? You want to make it as simple as possible so they can actually come through the door. And then from there, send reminders and confirmations to make sure that they actually show up for the class. And then after that, it's all about sales and giving them a good class, etc., etc. But personally, I think that would be better served on a different video. But overall, if your question was, how can I increase my Facebook lead quality? Or you just felt like you're not getting enough new members through the door, I hope this kind of opens your eyes to the different stages that you have to get new members through the door. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify where your problem is right now. And if you can fix that problem, go and fix it. If you feel like you need a little bit of help to fix that problem, click the link below. You can book a call with me and I can potentially see if it's a problem that we can help you solve. Thanks.